What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review. This time we're going to be taking a look at From Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money, the sequel to the original From Dusk Till Dawn. This movie is directed by Scott Spiegel, co-written by Spiegel and Duane Whitaker, starring Robert Patrick, and this movie sucks. From Dusk Till Dawn did not need a sequel. This movie adds nothing to the mythos. It does absolutely nothing. It absolutely means nothing. There are a couple of okay things in this thing here and there, but overall this movie is flat out stupid. Positives. Overall, I like the cast. I think this is a very solid cast of a who's who of solid B-list horror actors. You got Moose Watson, who you'll know as Ben Willis from I Know What You Did Last Summer. You got Duane Whitaker, who was in Pulp Fiction. You got Robert Patrick, who was the lead, who, as we all know, is from Terminator 2, played T-1000s. You got Raymond Cruz, who was famous for playing Tuco in Breaking Bad. So you got a good, solid cast of character actors in this movie. However, to me, they're completely underutilized in this movie. How do you have Bruce Campbell in your movie and you don't make him a main character? You make him an actor inside of a movie within your own movie. A complete waste of Bruce Campbell, in my opinion. Though his one cameo scene is probably the best, is fun because it's Bruce Campbell. But to me, the King of B should be at least a co-lead of Robert Patrick. Instead, he's not. Not only that, how do you have James Parks in this movie as Edgar McGraw, the son of Earl McGraw, and you do absolutely nothing with his character at all? He is there. He has maybe one line in the whole movie. And he has a Mexican standoff at the end, and he gets stabbed in the back by one of the vampires. Misfire. Garbage. The characters in this movie, they're not memorable at all. They're not even, I can't tell you anyone's name, with the exception of Edgar McGraw, because he's the son of Earl McGraw. Everyone else's, and Bucky, played by Robert Patrick. Everyone else's name I completely forgot, because they leave no impression on you. These characters leave no impression on you. The actors are doing the best they can with the very, very bland, very just, nothing in this material is to work with here. You don't have the talents of Rodriguez and Tarantino exploiting the talents of these actors. You got Scott Spiegel, who, behind the director's chair, does an okay job. He has a couple of cool visuals in this movie, and then he has a couple of rip-offs visuals in this movie, which look completely ridiculous in this movie at all. But he has some visual cues that are cool, that are okay. The cinematography in this movie is stock, it's generic, but Scott Spiegel does an adequate job behind the director's chair, and he does have some cool visuals here and there, but it's not enough to save this movie. And the cast, talented as they are, they're not enough to save this movie. This movie suffers from a weak story, which is completely bad. This whole movie is just a bunch of guys getting together to rob a bank, and the only association this movie has from Dusk Till Dawn is that one of the characters goes into the Titty Twister, interacts with Razor Charlie, and then gets bit by a vampire, because on his way to the bar he runs over and shoots a vampire bat, which is revealed to be a friend of Razor Charlie, so played by Danny Trejo, which is, again, you have Danny Trejo, Razor Charlie, in this movie. In the original movie, he was used perfectly. In this movie, he has one scene, and you don't see him again. This movie is terrible at connecting itself to From Dusk Till Dawn. This movie, you can clearly tell this movie was written to be an original vampire story, and they just threw in the From Dusk Till Dawn references because they knew they had a shit script. So they needed to tie it into something so that it would get some value, so that it would have some value attached to it. If anything, this movie sullies the reputation of From Dusk Till Dawn, which is a great movie. Instead, this sequel is just flat out garbage. I do not like it at all. So, I am done ranting and raving about this movie. My overall grade from Dusk Till Dawn 2, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. The cast and a couple of visual cues give this movie a 2 out of 10. Everything else in this movie is complete and utter shite. You can skip this movie and you ain't going to miss a beat. So yes, those are my thoughts on From Dusk Till Dawn 2. Let me know yours in the comment sections down below. Also, if you want to see my review for the original From Dusk Till Dawn movie, I'll provide a link in the description box down below as well. Like this video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.